stay myself, I never change, yeah. Do whatever, get you paid, yeah.
Cause, but I still low. Got 100 different to my cell phone. Still 33 for low. I'ma ride to my dog sitting in jail. It's that lighter on the grass, spin it back, roll. I'm on Keller, I'm on Gresham, I'm on Flat Shore. I'm at Magic, I'm at Follies, let them go. Then it's right back to the when I'm low. Bars never close and we wide open. Kicking flavor with me, neighbor, yeah, we local. Rap the bottom, cause the bottom where we come from. Me no pray for little paper, need a lump sum. Real spill, yeah, I'd rather be, yeah. Broke, real, little rich. Fall in love with her, she just wanna be in VIP with her. Don't blame me, oh, they just shame me. Had to get it, how I got it, on my own 2 feet. Don't blame me, I'm what the game made me, not what the fame made me. I won't let it change me, I'm the same man.
I stay myself, I never change, yeah. Dirty so they treat me like a stain, yeah. Do whatever, get you paid, yeah. Rolling from the cradle to the grave, yeah.
On my hood, on my block, yeah. On my, I won't stop, yeah. Play with me, I'll let it, yeah. Halo on me, Saint Laurent, yeah. Got me with the school, keep one.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets were frustrated with last week's loss and are anxious to get back above 500 in today's game. It's the Chiefs going up against the Jets. For the call, let's send you out to the broadcast booth, where we'll join our commentators, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gautin. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. They come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Chiefs, they come in feeling good after back-to-back victories. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. No, they stop him right where it all started. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. The offensive starters now for the Jets.
Matt Forte has been a stat stuffer his entire career. Running it, catching it, able to get into the end zone and produce points for his team. But what he is to me is a stabilizer. Can stay in there and handle blitz pickup, keep his quarterbacks clean, and, of course, move out and catch the ball out of the backfield.
McCown to throw on second down. Caught. Safarian Jenkins, right side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
Let's go! Green, 39!
From the gun on third, McCown. He sets to fire. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. McCown going to hand this one off to Powell. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
All right, here we go. 3-19!
They'll run again. Again, it's Powell. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave them with a third and 11. And let's take a look at the defensive starters for Kansas City.
Justin Houston is an elite edge pass rusher, and he has the speed to get upfield quickly, and offensive tackles have to respect that. But also, he has great hands, ability to get their hands away from his body and then make a move either inside or outside to get to the quarterback.
Offense needs 11. Have to think pass here on third down.
Let's go! Green, 39! Green, 39!
They fake the give to Forte. Now McCown. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Justin Houston. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So a first quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them. Maybe occupy people, make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them. To get 2 sacks in a game, it's a little bit of both for you.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And that will wind up just short. He had it on line. It ran out of gas at the end. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Chance there from long distance to get our first points on the board. How close was it to getting there? Pretty darn close.
Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. Now this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50, 1st and 10. Now the rookie from Toledo, this is Kareem Hunt. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. The numbers on the ground for Hunt a week ago. 21 carries, 69 yards.
And we all know he had a big workload last week, so I'm eager to see if they decide to back him off a little bit. Personally, I hand it to him 20-plus times again. When a running back's locked in like he is, I want him to keep touching it.
And now the ball's loose. Smith loses it, and it's scooped up by the Jets. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly, and this one could be coming back. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
Let's go! Green, 39! Back 99, Philly, here we go!
McCown now on first down. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 88 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Chris Jones in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now McCown. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against?
Encroachment defense.
So that'll move them up 5, make the kick a little easier.
Rarely do you get kickers that don't want some yardage closer to the post, right? It's rare, but in this case, he'll definitely take them.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense and over the post.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense, just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that.
They go play action to Hunt. Now Smith. Caught here by Conley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you've got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Smith. Caught, Kelsey, left side. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. A Kansas City first, Smith finding his fellow Pro Bowler Kelsey.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And going deep for Hill. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
2nd and 10. Smith again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 40. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Smith on 3rd down. It's brought in by Harris. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Smith with a give to Hunt. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll run again with Hunt. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Smith going to give this one to Hunt. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. So 1 quarter in the books on a cold December afternoon. It's a 3-point game here early. And we will return to MetLife Stadium after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is fueled by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin as the Chiefs. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. They run with Hunt, and he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 1, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. And that is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
So they get the field goal, but partner, that was a 14-play drive to get the 3.
Normally when you hold the ball that long, run that many plays, you end up in the end zone. There's a breakdown on the defense. Something happens. In this case, that didn't. But really good ball control by the offense. They're hoping that they can wear them down if they keep having drives like that.
We remind you, coming up later tonight, we got a good NFC battle. The Eagles and Seahawks from Seattle, coverage starting at 8:30 Eastern. And tomorrow we'll put a bow on Week 13 with an AFC North matchup between the Steelers and the Bengals from Cincinnati.
A hard-hitting battle right there.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Jets get the quick strike touchdown. Well, you know he can be explosive, and he's ultra explosive there on the fly route.
And you know how many times we've talked to coaches and we've had quoted back to us, well, you know something? When you execute really well, it doesn't matter if they know it's coming or not. But sometimes athleticism beats you as well. He just took off and went. Hey, that's almost like one of your Turkey Bowl games, isn't it? Just go long,
Backyard.
man. I'll hit you. And it worked really well for them.
And we can break that scoring drive down pretty easily. One play, long touchdown pass into the end zone. Cat and zero out now as he'll kick this one away. Tyreek Hill set to return it. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. He's had a good chunk of carries. Problem is for very little success. I don't want to put it all on his shoulders, but that's a big reason they're losing right now.
Have to be very careful that he doesn't start pointing fingers. Offensive line obviously trying. The defense is doing a nice job against him today. When it's all said and done, it's all about the guy in the mirror. He has to get it done better going forward.
We'll see if he can look and do some soul searching now. And he'll be knocked down sideways. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
And I can see why they're ranked 4th in the NFL against the run. I mean, they are tough to move the ball against. I mean, they have a little bit of everything, right? Guys who can make plays outside.
We've seen them shut down running games already this year. They're at it again. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They'll fake it. Now Smith. And going deep for Hill. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for KC. 41 yards. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion. Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. They run again with Ware. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Spencer Ware, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. And New York set to take the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up, whether it's on your grease board, right, in your play.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. D. Ford. In from his linebacker's spot. He's able to drop him for a loss of about 10.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. McCown looking to throw. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a KC touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Josh McCown and the Jet offense heading back out there. He's had a solid start to this game, but bottom line is they're losing, so he doesn't care about his stats. He just wants to right the ship on the scoreboard.
He wants to actually increase his stats because he feels like if he does, that means things will get better for his team, maybe get him back into the ball game or into the lead. In these situations, I remember playing with a quarterback once where he actually ran out onto the field first ahead of everyone else just to say, guys, let's go. Try and create that energy, create that spark.
Well, so far he has 1 touchdown, 1 interception. He'll be looking for that 2nd touchdown now. They go again with Powell. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run. And that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And from down in Miami, an update. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Trevor Siemian with 1 touchdown pass thus far. To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Smith. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. That goes for a gain of 31.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll run it here with Hunt. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Smith now on second down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. Smith now to throw. And it's complete to Kelsey. And they're able to get this one down to the 25. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On the run, this is Hunt. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Muhammad Wilkerson elevated a Temple program that was looking for players like him, and he's carried that on into the NFL. What a terrific play there.
And a nice tackle for loss for the former Temple Owl, as you said, and the 30th pick in the 2011 draft. To throw on second down is Smith. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. So the sack of Smith, and now the Chiefs coming up facing 3rd and long. A shotgun snap for Smith. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And now a first down following that long gain. This is Hunt. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Given 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. They run again with Hunt. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air? And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. And the lead is up to 14. Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Our update now from down in Miami. The Dolphins have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game. Ryan Tannehill, a single touchdown pass to this point in that one. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? I mean, they score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly, because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team. That their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
Encroachment, defense.
And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So it'll be first down here after the run. In motion, Hill. Here's Hunt. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Second down following the run. In motion, Hill. Now Hunt. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Fresh set of downs here. They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. Space to run past the 20. And he's brought down. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. They'll run. This is Hunt trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
Now it's Hunt. And some big-time hitting going on there. He is knocked to the ground. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So now it's 1st and goal. Now receiver in motion left. They try to pound it in with West. And, oh, a big collision there. He's hit and knocked backward at the 4-yard line. Now they send a man in motion right. On the ground, it's West again. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been excellent, 6 for 7. This is 3rd and goal. A toss play to Hunt, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th.
They tried to run right into the teeth of the defense on 3rd down, but looked like those teeth were pretty sharp.
They were having absolutely none of it, stuffed them for a loss.
Yeah, couldn't get any leverage up front and move people aside in order to run the ball.
And Butker able to put this one through. On the NFL scoreboard, 3rd quarter now in Lambeau. And that one is now a 2-touchdown lead for the Packers. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. This is the running back, Powell. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Here's Powell. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And they'll get him to the ground, but he got all the way down to the 30-yard line. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Powell. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
9 yards still remaining here to pick up the first on 2nd down. McCown throwing on 2nd. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Working from the gun, McCown. He's got Curse. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Jermaine Curse, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point.
Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL.
It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Smith. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. David Bass charging hard for that outside linebacker spot. He gets in to drop him for a loss of 12. 3rd and long, it's Smith. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. Here's Jacob Shum now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Now they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
They run with Powell. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Wasn't that long ago that the NFL guys really didn't adopt much from the college game, But one thing that has crept in there is spreading things out, opening things up, not even just in tempo, but maybe getting better line splits and spreading the field. I think that would be a great strategy right now to try and open things up in the run game.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the fourth quarter. Now McCown. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Allen Bailey in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. And now here comes Kansas City. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Play action. It's Smith. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Off of play action, here's Smith. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. They're looking for a spark defensively. When he went for that ball, probably thought he had a chance at the pick. And remember, they had 2 last week in the win. Obviously losing here.
Well, you talk about looking for a spark, and the best sparks are when you make big plays for your team. And he had that opportunity there. Couldn't haul it in, but that doesn't mean they're going to back off at all. They figure if they can get one of those takeaways, they can spark their team to a win.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. It's Kelsey on the ground. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the 1st down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
McCown now on first down. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Second down, here's McCown. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now McCown. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And now here comes Kansas City. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. They'll toss it to Hunt. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try the air now with Smith. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. On third down, Smith. And he's got it. And he's brought down. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
They'll try to run with Hunt, and he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Chiefs add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
A drive that time of 6 plays. And Kareem Hunt, the one to finish it off, as he did so with a touchdown run. Butker now to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And that interception that ended their previous drive likely also ended any shot they had at victory.
Yeah, long road back from here, no doubt about that one. But let's face it, if you're going to go out there and compete, you want to try and end on a strong note, don't you?
Absolutely. It won't end in a victory like you said, but they can maybe take something positive out of this one. Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards. Shotgun here for McCown. And his throw is incomplete. Quincy Anoon with the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and 5.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. 3rd down, here's Forte. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
The critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They run for it. Here's Powell. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Bilal Powell held up short of the line to gain. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the second half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter?
Right.
It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Red zone opportunity. In motion, Hill. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. Trying a little razzle-dazzle on 3rd and short. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Smith turns and gives to West. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run on 1st down, and now they contemplate a 2nd and goal situation. Oh, how about this call down near the goal line? And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. And it's 3rd down and goal from the 4. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. On 4th down, Smith. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. David Bass in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. To throw is McCown. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And a stoppage here, a timeout before this 3rd down play takes place. As he'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
Timeout defense.
The Jets on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's McCown to throw. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
That's a 1st down if he holds on, but you saw the contact, able to jar it free from him and force a 4th down.
Great play defensively there, as you said, just to knock it free, because if he had caught that, past the sticks, 1st down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now as he's on to punt for New York. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And no return here. This one's going inside the 15 to the 12-yard line. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points, they were not in a preview. They were pretty easy to come by.
They were, but it was fun, wasn't it? Because both teams finding ways to click. And you know people who love this game, they also love baseball games that are 14-11 with 3 or 4 home runs mixed in.